The motivation of direction of pain and pleasure determines the types of consequences that are likely to move us to action. It is an important aspect of how we motivate ourselves. Now, question: are you motivated by what you want, which is pleasure, or by what you don't want, which is pain? Now, these two key elements of motivation are what NLP calls the motivation direction. And this direction can either be what we want or what we don't want. Now, we become more motivated either toward images of success, pleasure, and gains, or away from failure, pain, and loss. For example, the person who wouldn't get up in the morning until he sees a mental image of his boss yelling at him and threatening to fire him, his motivation direction will be to get away from the pain, discomfort, and the negative consequences of his boss's threats. Now, it is very likely he will move in this same direction in many other areas of his life. For example, he probably decides the time to take a break is when he's uncomfortable. And when he picks his friends, he's likely to pick people who don't bother him. He probably won't make a career move until he can't stand his present job anymore. He moves away from what he doesn't want. And the alternative motivation direction is to move toward what you want: pleasure, rewards, and goals. For example, the person who wakes up in the morning raring to go, can't wait to get out of bed to start achieving his or her dreams. This person might be asking, what can I do today? What opportunities am I going to have today to get closer to the things I really want and desire in my life? Now, this person also uses the same kind of motivation to decide the best time to take a break. Perhaps so that he can talk with a friend or as a reward after completing something. When he picks his friends, he's likely to pick people that stimulate him. He probably makes that career move to go on to bigger opportunity. He moves toward what he wants. Now, if you are a parent or a manager, it's your job to understand both kinds of motivation and to motivate your people accordingly. So this knowledge is especially useful to parents, managers, and supervisors. You see, in their work, managers can quickly notice by words and reaction patterns of others that different people are motivated in different ways. For example, some people are more motivated by awards, bonuses, incentives, and praise. They will work hard if they know they can gain a trip to the Bahamas, a new car, or the approval of a trusted superior. They talk about goals and targets. They tell you what they'd like to attain, what they'd like to gain or achieve. Now, with these people, an effective manager would use toward motivation, incentives, targets, perks, rewards. And for those who use away from motivation, the same perks and rewards mean very little. Now, as a manager, you might think to yourself, I offer them all these rewards and they are still sitting on their duffs. You might get frustrated and yell at them. If you don't produce, you're out of here. Or you might prefer to express in a soft, serious voice concern with the imminent possibility of layoffs. Suddenly, they start working like crazy and producing like never before. Now, as an observant manager, you can realize, we have some people with away from motivation. These people are motivated by avoiding unpleasant or negative situations. In order not to be yelled at, to relieve their discomfort, they will produce.